football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They needed to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, better look out! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
To throw, it's Stone. Dumps it off in the flats. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback, his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead around the outside.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pena. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. They started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back for Northwestern offense headed out. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw it, Stone. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. This time they get him in the backfield and they take back what he got on the previous play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Back to throw, it's Stone. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
At after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the tailback. Slithers into space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside goal.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the tight end. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. To the air. It's Stone. That's caught. It's Covey. Turning it on. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Covey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
makes the catch. It's Farrell. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense...
Touchdown, Northwestern. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Allard. Makes him talk to the hand. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. Picks up the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. On the ground, it's Allen. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Aller. They'll run the screen. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting up.
Nowhere to go throwing down. He goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference, offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Aller. Looking to take a shot. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. from the gun. The running back looking for room. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Try and play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Immediately fires to the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Wildcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Aller. Fires left. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Pressure coming. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
They punted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right on target this time. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punched punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 4th down, going to the air. With the catch, it's Penn. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, this is the type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like to understand, like I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another